and you're literally completely surrounded by the ocean. It's so hard not to include this on my beach list reads. Do you want to read more and feel good about what you're reading, but struggle with time and finding clean books? If so, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Cassidy, a wife, mom, and a lifelong reader whose faith shapes what I read. I learned how to make time for books and choose ones that align with my values. If you're ready for clean books you don't have to second guess and simple reading tips that fit real life, cozy up and let's make reading fun again. Before we dive in, if you love talking about books with other women who enjoy clean and Christian reads, I would love to invite you to join my Cozy Escape book club. One of the hardest parts of reading is staying motivated, staying focused, and actually making time to read. Inside the Cozy Escape book club, we read together, we chat about books, and enjoy exclusive content and connect with women who totally understand your love of stories. You can learn more at fruitfulreader.com/book club. All right, let's jump in to these summer beachy reads. I want you to know that summer reading is just so fun to me and so special. It's just because like the kids are outside all the time, or maybe the weather is just finally nice. I live in Michigan, so it's cold for most of the year. It's just something magical about reading outside with a cold coffee next to you. And I absolutely love creating a summer TBR, which is our to be read list. But let's be real, finding well-written, clean books can be really hard. I hear from you all the time that you just don't want all the sex and romance books, and I totally get it. You find so much of that marketed in like these popular books nowadays, and you walk into Barnes & Noble and all you see are these books that you just don't want to read because it doesn't fit your values. And there is nothing worse than finally finding time to sit down to read, only to discover that the book isn't what you hoped it would be. And that's why I love putting together a list like this. These books all have that summer feeling. They all have a beachy theme. Some are set on coastal towns, and some have mysteries. They all have swoony romances, but all of these books are books that will fit Christian values and have faith themes in it that you can enjoy all summer long. First up is Justice Buried by Patricia Bradley. This one follows a security consultant, and her name's Kelsey, who's hired to test the security of a museum after like some artifacts go missing. And what starts out sounding like a normal consulting job quickly turns into a murder investigation. This is the perfect romantic suspense, and it's just so fun. Kelsey realizes she's gonna be in danger, and the suspense just keeps building and building and building. So if you love that kind of read, this is going to be perfect for you. Next up is Ever Faithful by Karen Burnett. I think I've talked about her books before. I absolutely love her National Park series that she has. This is a historical romance set in the Yellowstone National Park during the Great Depression. And it follows two different characters. It follows Nate and Elise. Nate is somebody who joins the Civilian Conservation Corps to help support his family, and Elise is a ranger's daughter who really wants to go to college one day. And as these two start to grow closer, a series of fires threatens both their relationship and their future. And one thing I love about Karen Burnett is that she has all these different books set in national parks. So if you're traveling to one, I highly suggest you pick up one of her books. It's just so much fun reading a book set in the place that you're traveling to. Third up is Bookshop by the Sea by Denise Hunter. You know, I had to have a Denise Hunter book on this list. This one follows Sophie Lawson, who reconnects with her high school sweetheart, Aiden. Oh my goodness. Right as she's trying to open her dream bookstore, and there's a hurricane that strands him in town. So there's like this forced proximity type of thing going on, and he ends up helping her with her bookshop. And you can see where this is going. Old feelings like start to surface. And I just loved it because it's set in Cape Cod and it feels like summer in book form. Plus there's a bookstore. Like what's not to love about like a bookish main character? The fourth recommendation is Once Upon a Time by Toni Shiloh, Andrea Boyd, Therese Tysinger, and J.C. Weaver. So as you can tell, this is actually a collection of 4 novellas, and novellas can be a really fun thing to throw in the summer because they're quick and they are all have like this beachy theme. Each story is a fairy tale retelling, but with like a Christian romance woven throughout. They're really sweet, uplifting, and easy to read. And I don't want to ruin it or anything, but it's just kind of a book you want to throw in your beach bag, and you'll finish all of them in a week. Next up is In Search of a Prince by Toni Shiloh. And if you love princess stories, this one is for you. It follows Brielle, who is a New York City teacher who suddenly discovers she's actually a princess and an heir to a kingdom. Like, what little girl's dream is not discovering that she's a long lost princess? She learns that she has to marry before taking the throne. So there's like all this pressure and this faith journey going throughout the book. Their romance is really beautiful, but her relationship in God is what really makes this one stand out. Number 6 is another Denise Hunter. Don't be mad at me. It's Summer by the Tides. This one follows Maddie Monroe, and she reunites with her estranged sisters at their family beach house. There's secrets, old wounds, there's romance, all the ingredients for the perfect summer read. I really like the theme of forgiveness and healing throughout this book, and the beach house setting was absolutely perfect. Number 7 is The Nature of a Lady by Rosanna M. White, which I am a huge fan of Rosanna M. White. She writes such beautiful stories and she weaves faith into them so naturally. And every time I read her books, it just like impacts me. This one in particular is a historical romance mixed with like this mystery, treasure hunting, adventure-y legend thing going on. So Lady Elizabeth Sinclair goes to the Isles of Sicily and she end up getting caught in these secrets because she's staying in the cottage of somebody who went missing who had her same name. So she starts receiving these notes and stuff, these people think that she is this other Elizabeth. So she ends up teaming up with a clergyman named Oliver to uncover the truth. It's just so much fun. The treasure hunting, the romance, the setting, just sign me up. It was absolutely wonderful. And the themes of having your identity rooted in Christ like made me cry at the end. It was just so wonderful. You'll have to read it to understand. Book number 8 is Beach Haven by T.I. Lowe. This story takes place on the Carolina coast and follows Opal Gilbert, who owns a vintage furniture shop. And when ex-Marine Lincoln Cole arrives in town, their lives start intertwining in really unexpected ways. So there's a hurricane that damages Opal's shop, and then Lincoln's gonna help with the repairs. And that's when the relationship obviously starts developing. This one had a really vivid coastal setting, and you could just like practically smell the ocean while reading it. It was just so cute. Another suspense recommendation is Still Life by Danny Petrie. This follows Avery, who is a crime scene photographer whose best friend disappears. And as Avery investigates what happened, she works closely with her boss, Parker. And of course, the feelings start to develop, right? This is a workplace romance. You get some suspense and all of those twists in there. And I was genuinely trying to figure out what would happen next. The 10th one is Strands of Truth by Colleen Coble. So this all starts with like this DNA test and it pulled me in so fast. Harper Taylor discovers that she has like this half sister and starts digging into her family's past. And what follows is this crazy mystery with secrets and twists and unexpected discoveries. Colleen Coble is so amazing at writing twists in her stories. All of her books usually follow kind of like this mystery suspense feel. So if you like this one, you'll like her other ones too. Also, Harper is a marine biologist, which obviously fits our summer theme perfectly. Number 11 is Starfish Pier by Irene Hannon, and she is another favorite of mine. This is actually one of my favorite fictional communities. The story follows Steven, who is a Delta Force operator, and Holly, who is a first grade teacher, and the two end up on opposite sides of an issue affecting their community. But as they spend more time together, they start to find more common ground and grow feelings with each other. This one is really filled with just hope and redemption and like the sweetest romance. And the banter between the characters is so fun. Number 12 is The Crushing Depths by Danny Petrie. I know it's another one, but I don't care. This is a suspense with serious summer vibes. It follows a Coast Guard investigator, Reese Dawn, and Mason Rogers. And they're investigating this death connected to a offshore oil rig when things start spiraling out of control. There's a tropical storm and just like a really interesting mix of danger and romance, and you're literally completely surrounded by the ocean. It's so hard not to include this on my beach list reads. And last but not least, we have Troubled Waters by Susan May Warren. The story follows a billionaire, which is so funny. So quite side note, apparently there's actually very few billionaires in the world. So I think it's funny that all these romance authors will put billionaires in their books when it's very, very unlikely that you would ever meet one. But that's just a side note. Thought I would share that fun fact with you. So this story follows a billionaire. His name's Ian Shaw and Sierra Rose. They're going on a fundraiser trip together on a yacht, and then they end up stranded together. So obviously this creates all sorts of opportunities for some relationship drama. I really love the character growth in this one. You could really see how much they grew over the story. And there's themes of faith, hope, and redemption. And you're just constantly thinking about what's going to happen next. It's a really satisfying way to finish your summer reading. Whether you're headed to the beach or lounging by the pool, watching your kids play in the sprinkler in your backyard, these books are going to be so perfect to read. Make sure you go check out the blog post linked in the show notes if you want any more details about the books. And if you're new playing like me, your TBR probably just got a whole lot longer. Hey friend, if you loved today's episode, take 30 seconds to join our free Facebook community of over 30,000 women at fruitfulreader.com/group and connect with readers who just want to read more without worrying about what they'll run into. And if you haven't yet, leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It truly helps other readers find the show. Now go pick something off that TBR or add 3 more. I won't judge. I'll see you next week. Happy reading.